Okay. There we go. Hello, YouTube fans. This is TheSkullKlown. I love that I have my dragon up there, basically. You know, Mama Dragon. Anyways, I want to talk about something. I want to talk about Twisted Metal. I just saw a clip of the Thong trailer. That I guess we got to call it that, right? So this I already love what I see right now. All right, I can't wait for this TV show to happen. All right, from what I'm seeing from that clip, it's fucking hilarious, you know. And Samoa Joe looks like he's having fun. He looks like he's having fun, you know. And the voice acting that plays, I mean, the voice actor that does play Sweet Tooth's voice too is not bad. At first, I was like, but then when he started talking more, I was like, okay, it's not bad, it's not bad. I can see the voice actor being like, okay, I'm hearing the Twisted Metal Black voice, but also want to get the Twisted Metal 2 voice or the Twisted Metal 1 voice also. So think of this Sweet Tooth as the look of Twisted Metal Black, but the demeanor of Twisted Metal 2 and 1, basically. That's perfectly fine in my book. That's just me. Or you could little wink to Twisted Head On if you wanted to. I love Head On. I love Twisted Metal Head On. So if you took that humor with Sweet Tooth also, I wouldn't mind either. Or if you can do a new take, that's fine too. Because I know some people might probably probably won't like take on Sweet Tooth, but this is the first time we actually got a live action of him in movies, basically in TV form, basically like media form. I'm not talking about like in video game form when you see him in Twisted Metal 2014. That one, that's different. Even though I didn't mind that at all, but it was so cool to know that Samoa Joe was going to play this character. I thought he was going to do the voice also because he has the voice to play it. But then they got another actor to play his voice, which I'm just like, you have Samoa Joe. He's a good talker. Why are you not going to let him talk? You know? Obviously, when you can see through the mask hole where the teeth is on Sweet Tooth, or Needles Cane, you can see Samoa Joe's mouth moving. So he did talk before the other voice actor talked over it, which is fine. I was hoping they did that anyways, instead of him just silence and he's just doing stuff and then gets ad-libbed over it. You know, I don't like when shit happens like that because it doesn't look authentic, in my opinion. But I know some people might point out too, where's Sweet Tooth's fire on top of his skull. I've already mentioned this before. If anyone was asking of that, I've already mentioned this before. He probably doesn't have it yet because he hasn't met the priest. Or he hasn't met Calypso yet. He probably knows of Calypso and met on a few occasions, but he hasn't. You know how in Twisted Metal 4 he wins a Twisted Metal competition and then all of a sudden he wishes to be basically the Twisted Metal mascot, which is kind of funny. And then he gets that fiery skull head and shit like that, like Ghost Rider, but not really from here to here. It's basically on top of his head here. So there's so many possibilities of how he can get his flames on top of his head. Again, we can go back to Twisted Metal 2014 when you see from the trailer that he grabs a cigar and he lights that up on his skull and he on his scalp and the flame comes out. You know, they could do that too. You know, so there's so many other reasons that they could do. And sometimes, look, will we see the flaming head in this series? Probably not. I'm thinking we probably would not see it because we've seen it by now, right? But I think they're saving it for maybe another season. You know, if this is going to do well. And I think it will do well. I think it will. I think the general people that don't know about Twisted Metal will probably like it more than the Twisted Metal fan base. Because I feel like the Twisted Metal fan base is going to be a little harsh on this series. I mean, I already love it from the clips that I've seen. And I've been a Twisted Metal fan since I was a little kid. My first Twisted Metal game was Twisted Metal 4, then 3. I played 2. I played 1. Then eventually, well, actually, no, that's a lie. Mentira. I played Twisted Metal 4, Twisted Metal 3, Twisted Metal Black, Twisted Metal Head On. Then I played Twisted Metal 2 and 1. I still love Head On, by the way. I don't hate Twisted Metal Black, but Head On, masterpiece, basically. It literally is Twisted Metal 3. It's what Twisted Metal 3 should have been, basically. But I don't hate Twisted Metal 3 either because I grew up playing that and I just loved playing Twisted Metal all the time. But it does have flaws, that game. But again, I love those two games. It has a special place in my heart. So what could we see? We saw was it I want to say Joe Chill. This is not Batman. We did saw what is it Van Doe. I hope I'm saying that right. I hope I'm saying that right. But John Doe, there we go. So we seen him, and he's fine. The actor that plays him, for kind of loud, he's Hawkeye now. So look at that. Well, he's Hawkeye slash America. I'm Captain America, Hawkeye America now. So I don't mind that. That's pretty cool that he became Captain America in the MCU and stuff like that. Which some people might be like, oh, and I'm like, it happened in the comic book. So if you're like, then I don't know what to tell you. You racist fuck. You subconscious racist bitch. Seriously. But moving on. That the whole thing from this clip of Sweet Tooth just dancing a little bit, but also beating the shit out of John Doe basically is just funny in my opinion. And then the clip, I'm sorry, the picture of the thumbnail for the trailer looks hilarious. You could literally make a meme out of that when she takes you from behind. Yo, seriously, you did that on purpose, guys. You did that on purpose. Now that's gonna be a meme forever. Literally, I feel sorry for the actors. when your fat girlfriend is into kinky stuff, but you're like, yo, it's fucking hilarious. But I am so hyped for this show. I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to see Calypso. Now, if Calypso's not in season 1, that's fine. I could totally see why he's not in season 1. I could see him turn up in the season finale of season 1. Like maybe they start the car comebacks and then all of a sudden it goes to a silhouette of the building of Calypso's headquarters and stuff like that. And then the viewers would be like, oh man, what the fuck? I want to see the battle happen. Yo, why are they turning away? And then they show Calypso looking at, going like this with his hands behind his head. Or on the chair, looking down at all the Twisted Metal contestants, and he's like laughing, and then his eye glows. Or one of his eyes glows. Both of his eyes glow. Why not? I don't care. I'm just saying one of them because I'm thinking Twisted Metal Black. You know how one eye is just fucked up and shit like that. But and plus, Calypso's face in Twisted Metal 1 and 2 is kind of fucked up here. Like, supposedly he had, like, a car accident or some shit. That's why his face is, like, kind of burnt or fucked up there. I don't know. I've always questioned, what the fuck is wrong with his face right there? So, he does have a daughter. So, they might put her in the series, too, because I would love to have Calypso's daughter there. Hell yeah. And the thing is, too, if I was making the series, I would have a dynamic with Sweet Tooth, his family, and Calypso and his family. I'll just have them either butt heads or they have a relationship with each other and they might not like each other, but they need to stick by one another because in other Twisted Metal games, Calypso looks at Sweet Tooth as his next successor. Like Twisted Metal Black, right? Calypso and Twisted Metal Black saw Sweet Tooth as his successor. But since if you played some of the stories, if you played some of the stories, Sweet Tooth's brother kills him. So, who takes over the Twisted Metal competition? Sweet Tooth's brother. And Sweet Tooth has a dad too that's dead. And he was part of Twisted Metal 1 also, right? So, might as well do it. I would love to see Sweet Tooth's dad in this. How come Sweet Tooth's dad doesn't hang out with Sweet Tooth? Just saying. Like, I can understand if he's not dead, but if he becomes a zombie like we saw in Twisted Metal 1, then yeah, make him hang out with his son. He's dead now. He has a different mindset probably now, because in Twisted Metal Black, the reason he didn't let his little son, his youngest son, hang out with his older brother because his older son was a fucking psychopath, you know. And then eventually he got shot in the head. If you ever played Twisted Metal Black, there was some gunner or some shit like that. I like to think of that guy as maybe, I don't know, some of the Twisted Metal one of the Twisted Metal contestants, you know, maybe like John Doe or something like that, or maybe um maybe what is it? Maybe Axel, because in Twisted Metal Black, Sweet Tooth kills Axel, and Axel is like shoots Sweet Tooth, and he's like, "Oh, the clown's dead, but my wife is dead. The clown's dead, but my wife is dead. I will never be free." You know, um, no, the clown's dead, and so is my wife. I will never be free. That was the line. I love Axel. Axel is fucking amazing. That's why when I saw the character that's going to play John Doe, I thought he was going to play Axel. I thought he was, because I thought he was perfect to play as Axel. But no, you're going to make him John Doe. All right, fine. Whatever. Who's going to be Axel then? Who's going to be Axel? I'm dead serious. How can you not have Axel in this fucking series? He has the most unique backstory ever, in my opinion. You could put his father there. His father was a major fucking piece of shit. You could put it right next to Calypso. I'm telling you, man, the storylines with Calypso and with these other contestants, oh my god. And even in the poster, you see a cop in the poster. Twisted Metal 2, anybody? Head On, anybody? You know those two officers that joined the Twisted Metal competition to stop Calypso and everything like that? And then eventually Calypso tricks both of them. Now they're in outer space, and then they come back and head on to take them out, basically, to take them out. I haven't played their story. I mostly played other people's stories, like Needles Kane, what is it, Marcus Kane. I would love to see that too, Marcus Kane, like the duality of Needles and Marcus at the same time. Oh, that'd be great if Samoa Joe played Marcus. That'd be great. Yes, there's so many possibilities, guys. There's so many possibilities with this series, man. And I don't care if the people watch this stuff and take my shit. I don't care. The reason I say I don't care is because you have it in the video games. I'm pointing this out because it's in the video games. You're not taking anything from me. It's in the video games. You know? So if you take some of the aspects from the video games and obviously make it your own thing, I guarantee you the fan base, you already have the general public. You already have me. You already have some majority of Twisted Metal fans. But I guarantee you there's more Twisted Metal fans out there that are like, I'll wait till the show comes. I like what I saw from the trailer, or I'm a little iffy with the trailer or teaser trailer, but at the same time, I still want to watch it. You know, it's like that. So I feel like no one's not being hard-headed or being a dick to this, which is nice to see. People are open to this new stuff because we haven't had nothing about Twisted Metal in a long time. You know, and I know some people say hopefully we get a video game out of this. We are. It's been confirmed that we are going to get a video game out of this. So most likely we will see the TV series, and then the video game will come out. We will come out along with the TV series. That would make sense if it does. Instead of just ending the series and then video game, that makes no sense in my opinion. But I know some people might be like, "Whoa, what if the TV show sucks and they don't release the game?" If the game is being made right now, it has to be out. It has to be. It has to be out. And I guarantee you, Sony probably made the game first before the TV series. So right now they're probably working on the kinks of the game. That's why they haven't released anything about it. You're just working some kinks, what they could show, and all that. And we might see the new Twisted Metal game probably next year. Probably. I say probably because in the spiritual enlightenment way, I see stuff. And I know that there are certain things that are going to happen next year that people are going to think that, oh my God, I thought this was going to happen. I'm like, no, you thought you were going to watch this type of movie or this type of shit. But no, you have to get prepared for what the fuck is going to happen in front of your front doorstep. The ones that know. Basically. The ones I don't know, I don't know what to tell you. But I'm not getting deep into that. That's one of the reasons why sometimes I point out, like, yeah, that looks great. I would love to look forward to watching it. But in a spiritual enlightenment way, I always have something in the back of my mind because of the war that's what's happening right now. That's just me, man. I'm always paying attention to what the war is. I'm not being distracted about all this bombarded stuff. Like, I can watch it, but I always have in the back of my mind of what the planet is going through and what is going to happen on this planet. All right. Seriously, that's why I point out that hey, if you don't want me to, if you don't want me to talk about stuff like that, then go find another YouTuber that's like that. That doesn't talk about it. That's ignorant as fuck. I want to tell you because I'm not ignorant. Okay, I know what's going to go. I know what's going to go down here. I know what's going to go. I know what's going to happen soon. All right, seriously. So, and for kind of loud, man, they promote it in Twisted Metal also. So they're already telling you anyways in Twisted Metal. What's Twisted Metal about? A post-apocalyptic, right? Where are we right now? We're in an apocalypse, guys. This is an apocalypse. We're in an apocalypse right now. You might think, oh no, everything's normal. We things are opening up. No, I don't know what to tell you. We still live in the apocalypse. All right, people still seem to forget that we're still in quote unquote lockdown. People seem to forget about that. People seem to forget about that. And the reason I mention that is because it does go to Twisted Metal. Twisted Metal is an apocalyptic series, apocalyptic franchise, and we're in apocalyptic right now. It's just like you don't see it because it just started. It started like around what 2020. So not going too deep into it, all I have to say is these motherfuckers are gonna be prepared. Like you seen the Twisted Metal show, you should too. All right, seriously. So overall, I love what I see. I love the lighting that they showed in this, and it's funny that John Doe is getting his ass kicked by needles, and he's just throwing him around and everything like that. And John Doe is basically like, he's like, John Doe doesn't mind fighting, but John Doe is basically like, we should get into a car. and Needles is like, nah, man, yeah. It's like, yeah, it's like you can't fight me here, but you be in a car and you want to fight me, right? You know, shit like that. That shit's fucking hilarious. You know what? Let me come over here. Let's watch it one more time here, because this shit's fucking hilarious. I'm not gonna show the clip, obviously. So it's 22. This is gonna be fun. Look at that. They're in a freaking, what is it? They're in a it is John Doe. Okay, I was trying to make sure. They say Sweet Tooth also. So if I keep saying Sweet Tooth and someone in the comments saying it's not Sweet Tooth, it's Needles Kane. Well, they titled it Sweet Tooth. I'm always gonna say Sweet Tooth or Needles Kane. So it doesn't matter. It's the same person, and I get it. Sweet Tooth is the vehicle, while Needles Kane is the person driving Sweet Tooth. That's why in Twisted Metal Head On, Marcus Kane, which is also Needles Kane, literally tells himself, "Don't you drive Sweet Tooth?" You know, but still, people still call him Sweet Tooth. What is it? I love that they're in a casino. I love that. Then he throws his classic fucking machete machete. It's exactly how you see in the in Twisted Metal 2014. Or Twisted Metal, yeah, Twisted Metal 2014. Swung a little wide there. Tall glass of water. Me, I'm more of a Hawaiian. Pat! Oh, get it? I'm more of a Hawaiian punch. Yeah, I know, cheesy, but I love it. I love it. Guessing you don't fight much outside of your car now, do you? I don't need 4 wheels to kick your ass. I don't need 4 wheels to kick your ass. Oh, knockout. Cow. And also, brothers and sisters that are common like me, they show a brother there right next to a Heyonka clown. There's a reason why they made a brother John Doe and not a Caucasian. They know what they're doing with this series. They do. They're like, oh wait, we can make John Doe a brother and have Samoa and have the Samoa Joe person as Needles Kane come out, and he basically is the Heyonka character. You know, so If you really look deep into stuff like that, I know some people be like, "Oh, you're looking into it too deeply." I'm like, then what are you here in this world for? You what are you here in this world for? To live and then die? Sounds fucking pathetic in my opinion. Sounds fucking pathetic. You should learn. Learn. Or else you're just gonna be ignorant when you die and have egg on your face. That's not my fault, that's yours.
Any chance we can get this back in the cars?
Ooh. Slammed him on that fucking
Music.
Oh man. I probably should leave it right there. But he plays the music of a but I play hold on, let me fast forward a bit here. So he just slams him into a fucking casino of a jackpot, slams on a jackpot machine. He's dancing and shit like that. But I'll stop right there because I don't want to get that copyright claim just in case. Just in case. Because I know how YouTube is. Just by little sound, I already got a fucking claim. Just right there, I probably got a claim. Thanks. And that's from Twisted Metal 3, by the way. But anyways, that's just for YouTube. So, I'm excited, like I said. So, if there's any concerns that I have a few. The one concern that I have is that they don't do justice to the franchise. And they do something that people think that it is the franchise, and then when they play the game, it's completely different from what we play too. Now, a lot of people, even David Jaffe pointed out, what can you do with the new Twisted Metal game? Because they did everything. So I've thought about this, and I've said this before. Have you ever played Crash Team Racing? Make the next Twisted Metal game like that, except for racing. Just take the racing part out. You exploring, going to HUDs and all that stuff, shooting opponents once you go inside that HUD. Basically, because you have a little hub area that can go around and pick what you want to pick as a stage and all that stuff. And you can drive around your vehicle, or you can have the decision to leave out of your vehicle, grab the weapons, or you can go in your car and grab the weapons there before you head to an area. That's what I would have done. And you can make it big giant open world too, like in GTA if you wanted to. And then there's mission points that you would do to do something. And sometimes it might be on the map, or sometimes you need to go to another location stage. That's why I mentioned the hub area to do certain things to compete more with the Twisted Metal competition. Basically, your fun stuff will be in your hub, and the competition will be in your different areas inside those hubs. That's what I would have done, and I think they might do that. Why? Because it's easier that way, and it's more better that way. And I feel like that's the route they should go. Because what route they're going to go? Tell me, what route they're going to go with the new Twisted Metal game? Are they going to look at something like Bloodborne and be like, yeah, let's do that with Twisted Metal? Just saying. Just saying. Right? The reason I mention that is because Final Fantasy 7. I know someone's going to be like, but they didn't do Bloodborne. That's just an example. Jeez, guys. You guys don't get it. You guys don't get it. Oh, help me get it. You should get it if you're a gamer at this point. Just saying. If you don't get it, then, well, it should not bother you. But if it does, then I don't know what to... Again, maybe I don't know what to tell you. Because if you don't get it, the more I'm just going to say that you're stupid. And I shouldn't say that, right? Because you should get it. You should get it. You should fucking get it. Seriously. That just tells me you're not using your brain. Alright? Seriously. Because I know it's just wired to me that people don't do that. But, let's see. So, overall, another thing that I want this series to do also is that I want them to do justice with Calypso. I want Calypso in this series, man. I really do. You could do so much with him. So much. You could do so much with him and other characters around them. Think of him as Batman, and he has a rogues gallery of all these fucking people that you could do with him, that you could play with. Like, why wouldn't you? You know, like for crying out loud, I mentioned this before. You could do a whole season alone just by Sweet Tooth and Calypso, and you got me right there. You could do a whole season with Calypso and his daughter, and you got me right there. You could do a whole series with Calypso, you could do a whole series with Calypso, Axel's dad, and Axel himself, and you got me right there. All right. Now, could they have each season depict with each different character? Probably, and then Sweet Tooth is probably going around and doing Conic. They could do that. They could do that too. But at the same time, would you want that? Me, I wouldn't mind it because each character has their own spotlight in each season, and then maybe in the final season we have Sweet Tooth's perspective, and then that would be the main thing, and then everyone gets that Twisted Metal competition and stuff like that. That's just me. I feel like we should see at least some type of form of competition here. Maybe not the full extent of the Twisted Metal competition, but maybe a little bit of it from the beginning, you know, and then start it off of how everything is. That's what I would have done. You know how Ready Player One starts in the movie, Ready Player One, with all the cars there and then we drive off and stuff like that? That's how they should do it. Almost like that. Or almost like the movie Mad Ward. I've never seen the movie, but I've seen clips of it. So you could do something like that. Or like the movie Death Race. Death Race, I haven't seen a lot of the series of Death Race. I haven't even watched the movie of it, but I've seen the trailers of Death Race. And for crying out loud, guys, that is a Twisted Metal movie right there. Death Race is a Twisted Metal movie. And they should be looking at that and be like, we need to do that, because that's Twisted Metal. In one of the Death Race movies, they have a cameo of Marcus King. So those people that made Death Race know what they were making. They were making a Twisted Metal movie, but they couldn't call it Twisted Metal. So they call it Death Race, and they paid homage to a character that was part of Twisted Metal. And Nito's Kane, instead of the K for his last name, it was a C. So I guess they changed it to a C because maybe Sony could have went after them, but I think it was a Sony movie, wasn't it? I don't know. So that's really it. I hope you guys enjoy this video. I hope you guys had fun with that trailer. That, not what I showed you, but had fun with that trailer when you saw it. Me, I just played a little bit of the clip of it just to get you what I was talking about, even though it wasn't a lot. So I'll see you guys later. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Tell me what you guys think about the new Twisted Metal trailer. Are you hyped for it? Are you a little concerned with it? But are you still kind of like, intrigued, basically? Because from what I see here, I see mostly people being intrigued. I don't see no one really being like, oh, well, fuck this, I'm out. Like, I don't see no one doing that. But hey, if you are, let me know why. Let me know if you think that, hey, Twisted Metal hasn't been good since 2. I'm sure there's someone out there that thinks that. I mean, I would disagree with you. I think the last good Twisted Metal game was basically Head On. I have nothing against Twisted Metal 2014. It's just that game wanted to be more of a racing game than a Twisted Metal game. And I'm like, no. The boss fights were actually pretty cool. But the racing stuff, no. I never beat the game just because of that shit. So, I'll see you guys and take care.